Hello and thank you for watching my video. Welcome to another in the series looking at elite specializations in Guild Wars 2. Today we look at the Scrapper. That's right, you can see here I'm on my char, and the first thing you'll notice, he has a hammer. That's right, finally the engineer gets a DPS or a melee weapon. Before they only had the pistol shield and the rifle. Now we actually get a hammer, and it's pretty decent. So let's talk about first of all what the hammer skills we get. We get equalizing blow. Sorry, that's in the end of the chain, but the beginning of the chain you get smack your hammer into your foe while empowering yourself. That's right, you hit someone and you get might. As an example here, we can go and we can attack this hyena. The rest of the chain, slam your hammer into your foe, leave them vulnerable, and then you bring down your hammer on your foe, getting might and vulnerability. So here we go, let's look at the chain. 1, 2, 3. Boom. We're getting might. Look at the might we can build up. Here we go. Look at this, just auto attack for the win. Here we go. Already dead. Look at that, 10 stacks of might just by auto attacking. God, that's good. Imagine if you have quickness as well. Well, skill 2, spin around, reflecting missiles and hitting enemies. Again, this is an awesome skill. Boom! I love that shield. That is an awesome, so cool effect. It really is a magnificent animation. So we'll wait around and we can go and attack like a hyena. So what it does, it spins around reflecting missiles and hits enemies. So good again for deflecting against rangers, for example, or pistol thieves. Rocket charge, dash forward with a rocket charged hammer to damage enemies. So let's try skill 3, then skill 2. Here we go, skill 3, we're in range. Oh, look at that, that is so cool. Boom. And then we auto attack for the win. That was awesome. What you want to realize is how close they are. You know, you get 3 jumps. That was so cool. Great animation there. I mean, if you look again what the range on this is, so we actually look at the armadillo, although it does say 1,000, let's actually show you what that looks like. That's how far you can leap. So ready, we press the skill 3, 1, 2, boom. Nice. Skill 4, magnetize your hammer, blocking attacks while striking foes in front of you. So here we go. You know, it's pretty tame animation to be honest compared to the rest, but you can do a lot of damage. So let's have a look over here. We'll come over here and we'll do the leap. So here we go, we'll leap forward. And we'll get that. We'll use the block. Doing a lot of damage with that block. And then we'll come up against the Thrasher and we'll use the skill 4. So here we go. Doing a significant amount of damage, and we've put a lot of vulnerability on him. Not bad damage we're doing here. You know, I have to say, for a engineer, you can do a lot of DPS damage with the hammer, which is something it's not had before. You know, you've had grenades before and bombs, but this is actually something new, and it's pretty welcoming, welcome in my opinion. The final one we have is Thunderclap, ionize an area, bringing down the power of lightning to stun foes and damage them over duration. So if we have the hyena here, poor hyena, we're using a lot of these skills on them. There you go, doing a lot of damage, and then stun, well, unfortunately didn't stay in here, but there we go, and we'll use the skill 3, and jumping around. Shame you can't like evade, like a thief on that, but I love the skill 2, it is a great skill. Okay, and we'll do that skill 3, boom, boom, boom. Okay, so there we go. Now, we do have utility skills and healing skills, but something you might have realized, they are drones, aka gyros. And what this means is that you can actually summon them. They only last for a short amount of time. You can see here duration 15, duration 14, duration this one actually just detonates. This one actually lasts 15 seconds. So they don't last too long. The first one we have, medical gyro, it just heals up your allies basically. Or you know, after a while it just keeps putting some heal down and then it will blow up, or you can just end it to self-destruct. Boom. Shame it's a bit of it's a 3/4 second cast time to do the self-destruct. Personally I think it should be insta-cast. We have deploy a bulwark gyro to apply a watchful eye to nearby allies. Reduces half of incoming damage is taken by your bulwark gyro. So any damage is taken by this little gyro here. Again, you can set it to self-destruct. Hurl a tracking dart for your blast dart. So again, this is something you have to target your enemy at. Let's use it on the rat. So here we go. Fire it out. Boom. And there you go. It will like fire on them. So that's all the blast done. The blast gyro does. Boom, there we go. We just self-destructed. And then, so here we go. The purge. This is the purge gyro. Purge gyro deploys a purge gyro to remove condies from you and your nearby allies. So this is a good thing for condi removal. And the one we actually haven't looked at is the shredder gyro. Deploy a shredder gyro to whirl at a target location, striking foes and using combo fields. I will have to say that I don't feel that the gyros are that impressive. As you can see here, he's doing a lot of damage. We'll put some more damage on him. But the hammer does, to be honest, a lot more damage. You can see here, this is the damage that we do. He's in the combo field, so that's why he's firing that out. Not bad. I do think the gyros are a little bit under... I think the duration should be a lot longer. It reminds me of things like spirit pets, spirits for rangers, or minions for, necromancers. This should be in that category. It should be more in the line of minions. But then let's have a look at the elite skill. Sneak gyro. We stealth. And this is awesome. This is a great one. It's got a 30-second duration, so you can move along. But however, the sneak gyro isn't stealthed. So here we go. Stealth. I got 5 seconds. 7 seconds. You can get up a lot of stealth. Really good for moving your party through. Particularly in area. I mean, just look at this. I've got all this stealth. And here it comes again. Stealth. This is not bad. And then it blows up. Eventually you'll lose it. So there we go. That is the elite skill, which is pretty cool, the sneak gyro. Then not only that, we actually have different skills for the different function skills for the engineer, for the particular, for the scrapper. So we have the F1 skill, establish a defensive field granting protection to allies in its area. That is a big field. We get protection. F2, set down a lightning capacitor to daze and damage foes near it. That's pretty handy. Bypass coating, splash a hyper coating on nearby allies granting super speed. So there we go, we've got super speed. And generate a poison field, poison cloud. And remove stealth from enemies in a large area. That is a good one. That is a good one for revealing mesmers and also fellow engineers that stealth. This is a great anti-stealth particular, this elite skill. This is a great anti-stealth device and anti-stealth skill. But the other one I didn't counter is we don't have actually on there the bulwark gyro. That actually has project a reflective dome around you. Very similar to the tower it is around the turrets. And it doesn't last too long. So that is the skills for the scrapper. Again, the gyros aren't too bad. If we actually have a look at the traits, we get gyros. We have using elite finisher or blast finisher in a lightning field applies super speed around you. Stabilization core. When a function gyro is activated, you and the function gyro gain stability. Which actually means this, I believe. Oh, maybe it's not working correctly. When a function gyro is activated, you and the function gyro gain stability. That should be it. Well, function gyro, I'm assuming that's this. I'm not getting stability at all. Okay, when a function gyro, even that. Nothing. Oh well, maybe that trait isn't exactly working. Using your heal skill temporarily reduces damage you receive. That's actually pretty decent. When you receive successfully revive an ally or finish an enemy, you grant boons to nearby allies. Nice. Very useful for PvP. Rapidly regenerate health while affected by swiftness or super speed. So it works well with things, some of these other traits and other skills. Stunning or dazing a foe applies vulnerability and weakness to them. 5 stack of vuln, it's for 6 seconds, that. Gain power based on your toughness. Gain might while you have stability. So that's why I was equipping that trait, because I was trying to get more and more stability. Gain stacking toughness when struck. Reduces incoming damage. So the more time we're hit, we actually gain more armor. So adaptive armor. 5 stacks maximum. And that is a phenomenal trait, to be honest. And you get 20% reduced condition damage. However, I went with hammer skills deal increased damage and by 10%, and evading attack grants stability. Gyros grant super speed and create a lightning field when destroyed. So they're the traits. Overall, I would say the Scrapper's not bad. It's not a bad particular elite spec. I think the gyros are in a pretty bad place. I don't think they're powerful enough. I don't think they last long enough. They should actually have a duration, I think, in my personal opinion, they should be lasting around 45 seconds with the ability to get destroyed pretty, you know, so they should be around like the turrets, like mobile turrets. So there we go. The hammer, though, the hammer is pretty cool. It's a nice weapon for the engineer to have. I'm impressed with the Scrapper's hammer skills. I think they're in a good place right now. Animation, they're pretty cool. I love this leaping one all over the place. Great damage that we're doing here. And it gives the engineer a different option to play. I do think that they could then instead run different... they can run elixirs, for example, giving you might, retaliation, and fury. And, you know, a few other different traits. So there is the ability for the Scrapper to alter its playstyle and be, you know, can be pretty different dependent on how you like to play. I don't think it's a really Condi spec. I may be proven wrong on that, but I do like the Scrapper overall. I think it's got good promise. However, in its current state, I feel that it is pretty weak and it does need some work on. I think the gyros, you know, the only one that really for me is awesome is the sneak gyro. I think it is a really great gyro, being able to stealth. You know, think of all the times that you'll need to stealth past certain things. Think of all the fractal runs you need to go past a lot of enemies. The sneak gyro will allow you to do that. Here we go, let's float. Whee. So there we go, guys. That is my take on the Scrapper. I'd like to hear your guys' opinions. I have seen some Scrapper action in PvP this weekend. This beta weekend. I do feel that the Scrapper can work in PvP. I've come up against Scrappers that are pretty DPS heavy, so it does allow the engineer to play that role. And that's what the Elite Spec's designed for. It's got a good place. And as I said, I think that the Scrapper could benefit a little bit more with some changes to the gyros. I hope you've appreciated this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from this, and I will see you on the next Elite Specialization.